I was told to share this here. All names are changed to protect identities. She was referred to me by a colleague. I read through her case file, as I always do with new patients. This one was another object in the brain. The usual course would be me removing the object, follow-ups with the patient as they recover, yearly scans, and so forth. It was probably another brain tumor. I am a surgeon, and I don't have a set specialty, unless removing objects and tumors from every corner of the body is a specialty. A tumor in the brain, no brain surgeon dares touch. Come see me. I'll gladly attempt removal. Oftentimes, I can completely remove the tumor. As I said, I deal with strange cases. My office door opens as a raven-haired woman in her early 20s entered. Her blue eyes darted around fearfully, resting on George, floating serenely inside his jar. I stand and hold out my hand. Don't mind George, he can be rather nerve-wracking when you don't expect him, I said. I'm Dr. Strand. Please sit. The woman is still eyeing George warily. I reach over and turn the jar. George's single eye is open. It winks at me and closes. I swear George is alive sometimes. Inside, I'm doing the happy dance. This case is going into the journal for sure. George only does this for very promising cases. What brings you to me this fine day? I got picked up in a CT scan, the woman responded nervously. My name is Hannah. I was referred to you by Dr. Charles. Looking back now, those words should have clued me in. See any symptoms? I moved through my usual line of questions. Anna had a concussion. She was scanned while still unconscious. And I was found. Doctor, please don't cut me out. Anna needs me, Hannah said. Psychosis. I wrote it down. I'm scheduling you for surgery tonight. Hannah. You will feel much better after. I paged my nurse. Miss Tanning. Tan, prepare room 2 for Hannah. You don't understand, doctor, Hannah pleaded. Let me explain. That's just the rumor talking, I reassured. I'm not a tumor. That's enough now. I drew a syringe filled with amber fluid. This will help calm you. With deft moments, I had Hannah sedated by the time Miss Tanning entered with a wheelchair. While she took care of Hannah, I looked down at George. He was blinking his eye and wiggling his single finger. A little about George. He was removed during the 1950s by my grandfather. He was such an anomaly that my grandpa had him preserved in a jar, which he displayed on his desk. After Grandpa passed, I inherited George. For being a mishmash of body parts and flesh, he was kind of cool. I left my office to go prepare my OR. This should be a rather quick surgery. The tumor rested against the brain, and it looked like a single vein connected it to the brain. After preparing my OR, I showered thoroughly and changed into my scrubs. Again, I studied the images. Yep, this should be quick. An hour at most. Tanning wheeled Hannah into the room. She had shaved her head and marked the area I would be working on. I hummed softly as Hannah was put under. When she was out, I went to work. Opening the brain case, I heard a scream. Don't remove me. Tanning and I looked at each other. I exposed more of the tumor. It didn't look like a tumor usually does. It looked like a tiny baby. Again the thing spoke. Please, don't remove me. Anna will die without me. As I deal with the strange, I wasn't surprised. Hannah will be fine without you, I continued cutting. No, you don't understand. I'm Hannah. I cut it free. No. The thing expired in my hand. Setting it aside, I sewed Hannah back up. That's the third one to talk, Tanning said to me as we stood over the tiny body. Yes, it is. It is nothing more than a parasite living off its host. I began to dissect it. How some of them can talk when they don't even have the parts needed to do so is beyond me. This one has a mouth at least. What do you make of it? Tanning asked minutes later. Suspicion was setting in. The tumor had called itself Hannah, and clearly didn't want to be removed. But why? I might have killed the patient, Tanning. This isn't a parasite in the normal sense. What do you mean? Normally in these cases, the parasite twin is never alive. In this case, it's Anna, as Hannah called her, who was never alive. You mean Anna was the parasite and not that? Tanning pointed at Hannah on the table. That's right.